Hey everyone, welcome to another video. I'm Kaya with exercisesforinjuries.com, and today's video is on 4 yoga poses for better balance. So we're going to go through 4 different yoga poses that is going to challenge your balance a little bit. And I'm going to give you guys lots of modifications as we go through so that each one can be accessible for all of you. So first one we have is tree pose. So tree pose can look intimidating when you look at the full version. So I'll show you guys the full pose first. So that's bringing that inner foot all the way up into the thigh, and then hands can be at heart center up in the air. So if you can do that, great. But I'm going to show you a way to progress up to that. So starting with the ground, we're going to pick one foot and we're going to ground down into the 3 points of the foot. So that is the heel, base of the little toe, and base of the big toe. That's going to help us lift that inner arch so we're not kind of collapsing down into the middle of our feet. And then I'm going to engage the quad and I'm going to squeeze the glute to engage around the hip so that I don't collapse into the hip, but I keep that hip in line with my knee. The other foot is going to start just by the toes touching the ground and the heel resting on the inner ankle. So this is a perfect place to stop. And we're going to take 5 or 10 deep breaths in each pose. And then next, maybe you can bring that foot to the inner calf, a little bit more difficult. We're going to avoid pressing into the knee at all. So next step would be bringing it up above the knee. So anywhere along the inner leg is totally fine, as long as you can keep that glute engaged, keep the legs nice and straight and in alignment, and you can take some deep breaths. All right, so toppling tree, or also known as warrior 3. Again, this is a single leg balancing pose, so I'm going to do that grounding down into the 3 points of the foot. Engage my glute, soft knee. So I'm not letting my hip collapse out to the side, I'm keeping it in line. And that other foot's going to start to come out behind me. So that can start just with the tips of the toes on the floor. Maybe you can get an inch up off the floor. And then maybe eventually you can get your body parallel with the ground. Hands could be out behind you, heart center, or even out in front. And there's always the option of having a chair or using a wall for any of these postures. And again, 5 or 10 deep breaths on each leg. Okay, warrior 1. So now we're going to get into a couple kind of lunge postures. Picking a leg to step back with. So lunges can be a really difficult balancing posture for a lot of people. So that front knee is on top of the front ankle. Back leg is straightening, and we're going to do warrior 1 with our being up on the back toes. So I'm really trying to straighten through that back leg by engaging my quad, the front of my thigh. And this leg that's in front, I'm going to pull that hip back to square off my hips. Staying here, or you can even bring the arms up. And then imagining you're pulling your feet together. So you're really engaging through your core, your glutes, your legs are pulling in, and then shoulders are relaxed, gaze is relaxed. 5 or 10 deep breaths on each side. Warrior 2, all that is taking our warrior 1, dropping the back heel so that that back foot is about parallel with, if you had the mat there, the end of your mat. So it's like my front heel just intersects with the arch of my back foot. Now again, front knee on top of the ankle, pressing into the back edge of my back foot to engage the legs so the ankle, knee, and hip are all in line. Watch that this knee doesn't creep inward, it likes to do that. So again, that's those stabilizing muscles in the hips pulling that knee out. And then arms can come up, and you can find what we call your drishti, which is your focus point. So maybe there's something on the wall or something that you can look at. Pulling the legs together again as if you're going to scrunch the mat up underneath you. 5 or 10 breaths, and then you'd switch to the other side. All right, so there you go. That's your 4 yoga poses for better balance. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, leave us a comment with any questions or ideas for future videos that you may have. So thank you for watching. Make sure to check out exercisesforinjuries.com. Lots of other content there for you guys as well. So my name's Kaya with exercisesforinjuries.com. Take care, and we'll see you later. Bye.